Hi everyone, welcome to Stash Dive Tuesday, and it's Scrappy Kathy here. I have a miscellaneous assortment of things that I've been wanting to use. I have this strip of tissue paper from this package of Dina Wakley media collage paper, and I love it, and I have no idea what to do with it, so I'm going to make something up. I have seen pages that other people have done, and I think they just, and I've worked with stuff like this before, I think they just kind of cut pieces and then use medium to glue them down to the page, kind of roughly, and then kind of scrap around them. So my idea is that I'm going to use this gloss, medium, and varnish, which has a flexible surface, which I'm not quite sure what that means to my purposes today. I have this little tray of things. This magical is, I think, from Redefine Creative. It either came in a kit or I ordered it a long time ago and it's been lost and I just found it. And I have this Dina Wakley Gloss Spray, glossy, or gloss spray, it's glossy acrylic spray. So I thought I might do that, and I'm gonna kind of go monochrome, different shades of yellow, which I don't know how monochrome that is. And just the first thing I'm gonna do is spray some of this down and just paint it on underneath where I think this tissue is gonna go. And then I'll place the tissue and then do the medium on top as well. So I'm just going to kind of do this, try to get that on somewhat straight. If there are creases in it, I'm thinking that's not going to matter once I get all this on. Ooh, look, that's really intensifying the contrast, so the black is really looking nice and black, and those look like they were stamped on or printed on right on the paper. Wow, I'm impressed. Okay, and the tissue paper edges kind of seem to disappear, and the creases are there, but I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm gonna do this now, and I'm going to spritz it as a, okay, and it's gonna kind of spritz it around over top of that and around, just kind of for the background. And I don't, that's without regard to where everything else is going to be. And now I'm going to go over it with this paper towel. Let me get it off my mat. I should have changed or put my my Tim Holtz mat on top of that instead of getting it on my desk pad. I'm gonna kind of do that. I don't know if you're supposed to do that. It doesn't seem to be affecting it. The part that I like about it, which is that it has kind of some texture, some raised, some of the splatters are raised. I'm gonna I'm gonna let that stay that way. And now I'm going to just line up the flare kind of right over in between each come on. Just kind of offset from that. And then I've got little bits of wood veneer to layer on top of the flare. I'm just gonna kind of scooch this on down. I'm varying the shades of yellow and the patterns on here without giving it a whole lot of thought. And the medium is still sticky, and that's okay. Let's see. That's all I have on there. Let me spread them out a little more then. You know what? I can't. So let me get a few more from my yellow collection. I didn't think that through very well. Let's see. I've lost my box of yellow flare. Now where did that go? I've got current release. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we have here. I've got, okay, that one is gonna need some glue because I pulled it up off the paper and it no longer has any stickiness. I want the hearts facing the right way. Okay. Every time I touch it, it moves. Let's see what else we have. I like that one. Let me get my foam. And I have just pulled things from, without bringing my crazy box up here, I've pulled a couple things from it. And I don't intend, with all of this going on over here, I don't really intend to do a lot over here. Let's see what we have. Come on, we need a yellow. There's kind of a gold. This is a nicer yellow. And I'm just gonna let that be it. It doesn't have to match in there. Okay, so I've got that done. And the photo is one that I took yesterday at the hockey game, the Stick It to Cancer hockey game. I'm going to lay down this glassine bag kind of right there. And I'm going to center my photo and the mat and this envelope kind of over it. And I'm going to use this to hold receipts and tickets and other things from the game. So I'm not going to put those in right now. Those are in a couple of different places, and I think James has some of it still. This envelope has a sentiment printed on the other side, and I didn't think I would use it, and I kind of thought this would be nice for today. I'm going to put that kind of right there. I've distressed the edges. This is a scrap of red paper from a line that I think is called It's Your Day. And it's a birthday line, but I kind of thought, since this was sort of Ava's day, I'm going to use magical, and then I'm going to dot the eye. I don't have the a black dot for the eye. I'm going to kind of put it over here, and I'm going to use this yellow button for the dot. Okay, and I want to make sure that is parallel to the bottom. And I have a little sticker that's a couple penguins. I'm not sure where to put that. I think maybe right here might be cool. And just let the title kind of be over here on its own. Let's do that. Okay. And that is coming up from there, and that's fine. I may, because this kind of adds in that orangey yellow, I thought maybe I'd kind of let this peek out the side there. Or I could have it kind of coming up out of the bag, and it wants to stick to the bag. So I could do that, and it kind of gives a little, without closing the bag, it kind of gives a hint of what might be under there. So I kind of like that. Okay, now I have these wood pieces and these little tiny penguin stickers that I could add to the flare. So let's see, I like this camera, and I could put the camera, let's put, if I use it here, this is kind of a wood-toned yellow. So I'm gonna take the brighter yellow and put it there, and it kind of shows up a little bit more. And I'm gonna take a tiny penguin and put it right next to it. These are the tiny size one, like the ones that I used on an earlier layout. I used the normal sized ones. I've got some large ones as well. And then I've got some, they're from a sequin pack, but I specifically pulled out the rhinestones. And we'll see how that works out. I had cut this in case this left kind of an edge there. I was going to use it here, but I don't think I need it, so I'll use it on something else. So we've got one flare decorated. I've got a yellow a half yellow star here, and I'll just put that kind of in the middle of that. I have a butterfly, which I thought I could maybe use there, and let's see what kind of penguin do I want to use here. This one is kind of cute, and it's holding an ice cream cone, and I can hide the ice cream cone under the butt, or I don't have to because it wants to stick right there. I can move that right up there. Okay, so what else do I have? I have an arrow, and the arrow would be nice kind of right there, and I'm gonna have to because it seems to be pointing straight at the photo. Let's see. I've got a heart, and it could go right here with these hearts that are on the flare. And look, I've got another flare. I'll go ahead and add that. I kind of like the plaid. I'll put it right there. And then I've got an asterisk. So I could maybe put an asterisk here and put a little penguin over on the other side there. I should put the penguin first, and then the wood veneer kind of moves around so I can get them joined up and touching. I think I'll just leave that heart there without a penguin. And I'm not sure what this is. This is, it's like a triangle-y banner that it's a chipboard triangle that I took out for using on a layout. It's just the right color, so I wasn't planning to use it, but you know, why not? So I'm gonna put it kind of right there, sort of overlapping. And here's another case where another time when I could have. This shows a penguin with a drink, and like one that James might have brought. I'll put that, layer that kind of right on top of that triangle. And I'll just put a little penguin by itself. I have a wood veneer by itself here and a wood veneer by itself here. I'll do a penguin by itself here. So which one do I want to use? I really like the one that's gaming, that's sitting at a gaming console, because, well, but here's an ice skating one. That's kind of cool because it was a hockey game. So I'll just put that there. And I might just add that gaming penguin up here to the top. That's Ava's jam, is gaming. And it's kind of, though at first it was kind of isolating for her because she spent so much time gaming alone, it's actually, it's helping her to bond with some kids at school, and then she has a couple online friends who she's also very close to, and she brings them down and kind of puts them on, and we talk. She brings them down to, she brings her computer down to dinner, and we all talk to her friend from California. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the little rhinestone thingies, and I'm just gonna kind of put them around different places. I really, really like that gloss spray. It's very different from other mixed media products. It dries like a paint, and it dries more quickly than you think it's going to. And this has used some products that I hadn't done a lot with. I had actually used the gloss spray for doing splatters before, but I hadn't sprayed it on anything. And I have to tell you, I'm loving it. And Rebecca, I did that for you. When I mentioned that I'd gotten the gloss sprays, she said she was anxious to see how I liked them because she loved them, and she's kind of one of my mixed media idols. So I figured if she liked them, they must be good. Do I need any more? I have quite a few more here, so let's go ahead and use them. We can't, it can't hurt to tuck them in down the line here. Let's do that one right there. And this one right there. And basically that medium that we used is like a glue, so the glue showing is not gonna make a difference on that. So I'm gonna add one out here to kind of break up the fact that those look like they're almost in line there. And let me do one up here to kind of make a triangle down here. And I think I'm almost done when I get a couple more of these on. I'll do a couple. Well, I only have two, so let me do that. And that. And I honestly don't know what sequin pack that came out of, because I pulled those out for a watery layout a while back and didn't use them. So now they're used, and I have no idea what mix or who made them. I do not think they're Spiegelmom. I think they are some that I got in a kit sometime. So lots of stash of scrap, a glassine bag, this tag that was kind of orphaned on a strip, this envelope which has kind of been sitting around for a while, a lot of little wood veneers. Finally used my Dina Wakley stuff, and I will use more of those. I love that stuff. This pack has all these patterns. You get the circles, you get some stars, and they have all the patterns that I like. This one used in black. They also come in white, and so you can put them on darker paper. This one has phrases and words. This one has some like mixed media backgrounds. I'm definitely going to use these. And I think I have another pack. Yeah, I have it. I stored it in the same place. I have another pack. These are all black. There's some tags, some flowers, all kinds of things. I'm excited. Okay, So first time I've used those, and I'm thrilled. And this is kind of a strange little page, but I love it. I like the monochromatic yellowness of it, and I found the perfect button to go with it, and it's a great title. And I will tuck some journaling in here and talk about how important that day was, and how we had painted the ice on Wednesday before the game on Sunday, and the ice on top of the paint actually intensifies. It doesn't hide the design, so the designs were really bright and beautiful. And I have quite a few more photos to scrap from that, but there we go. Can you see the yellow gloss spray? It's just amazing. I haven't ever used a product like that before, but I'm happy with that. And the reason I use these was because to me they're like, and the flare, those are all like abstract hockey pucks. So is that a stretch? Are you buying any of that? When I decided to do the page with those, I kind of thought, those look like hockey pucks. Let's use a hockey picture. So that's kind of how it happened. And do I need or want this maybe over to this side to balance anything since I have it? Nah, I like the rhinestones over there. So thank you for watching. I'll see you next week for another stash dive. Bye.